Hey guys, this is my Walking Dead issue 150 comic book series review. Overall, I thought this issue was pretty good, not great. I felt that something was missing from this one. I was actually expecting a big character death or something major to occur, since this is the big milestone issue. Nothing like that actually happened, so I was a little bummed out from that. I felt that they hyped us up way too much, and in the end, we didn't get what we were expecting. They also promoted this issue way too much, in my opinion. They gave us all these cool covers, all these cool variants, and we never got the big payoff we were expecting, so that was a little disappointing. But, like I said, this issue's not bad at all. This is actually a pretty good issue. My expectations were just a little higher. There's a couple big things that occurred in this one. The biggest thing that actually happened in this issue was Rick almost being killed off. So, what happened is these two guys jumped him in the dark. Morton was trying to kill Rick because in his eyes, Rick is the guy responsible for killing his family. So Morton was actually trying to kill him. He took his cane because at this point he needs a cane to walk because his body's really thrashed. He has a bum leg and he can't really do everything he used to do. So he needs a cane to walk and he needs more help than he used to. His body's like older and more destroyed at this point. So they started beating him with a cane. This other guy actually only wanted to send him a message. Morton took it way too far. He actually tried to kill him, and this other guy just took off. He ran away, and Rick actually got up and he bit him in the neck. So he actually killed him. So I think I just wanted to show us that he's still capable of killing people. That he's not old. He's still useful, so to speak. So this issue was just meant to show that. So I was happy about that. So he could still handle himself. Afterwards, he passed out, he blacked out, and then there's a couple characters to actually come and get him. They took him to the infirmary, and he was blacking out, in and out, and everything. Then when he woke up, he told Maggie and Michonne he actually wanted to give a speech. Maggie and Michonne both told him that he has to change because he's drenched in blood. Just like this, he's completely drenched in blood. This is the big scene we're getting for this issue. So he needs to change. He wants to go give a speech, tell the people what happened and everything, and he basically ends up going out just like this. He doesn't really care at this point. He just wants to tell them what happened inside the walls and everything with the internal conflict. He gives his speech. He shows the people that he's completely drenched in blood, telling them that he's scared of the Whispers, that they need to build an army or a military, so to speak, to get ready for them. He also tells them that if we do this, you guys are going to be safe. And he basically goes on and lies to them, so to speak, because last issue, Negan was actually giving him advice about lying to the people. And I think at this point, Rick actually accepted what Negan said to him to lie to the people because he got jumped in the dark. He almost got killed. So I guess he kind of knew that this was the right thing to do at the moment. Even though he is lying to the people, they're going to be safe. As long as the people feel that they're safe, they're not going to revolt against him. They're going to feel safe, so they're not going to cause issues. Rick was basically just telling them that they're going to build an army, and they're getting ready to move against the Whispers. Because currently in the comic, the Whispers don't really have a home base, so they're picking them off one by one. They already killed off like 15 people from this group, and they need to do something about this. So Rick is basically assuring them that they're going to build a military and go against the Whispers. And the next big thing that happened in this issue was Negan actually saying "attaboy," because he was hearing Rick's whole conversation from his cell, and he's proud of him, so to speak, because he actually listened to him. He's really proud. That was really fun to see that, and that was a big thing that happened in this issue. Rick is lying to the community. He's listening to Negan, and he almost got killed off. A couple more things happened in this one. One was Carl and Lydia were actually having sex. Andrea walked in, and she actually left. So it was really funny to see because Carl at this point is growing up. He's roughly late teens, early adulthood. So he is going to be introduced more into the story, I want to say. He's been incorporated more into the story. I can't wait to see what happens with him because he is involved with this storyline with the Whispers because Lydia is Alpha's daughter. So for those of you who didn't know that, Carl is really involved in this at this point. And I can't wait to see what happens next. Really excited for the next issue. Really happy with what we got. Like I said, I was expecting a little more, but I kind of understand they're moving the story forward. The final thing we did get was Dwight and Laura leaving the Saviors behind Basically, Dwight doesn't want to be the leader of the Saviors anymore, and Laura tells him that if you leave, there may be some chaos, because Dwight is controlling them at the moment, he's keeping them at bay, and if he does leave, the Saviors may attack Alexandria again, and this may cause everything to go back to the way it was. So Negan will definitely benefit from that, but she's trying to convince Dwight to not leave because this will happen. And Dwight ends up leaving, Laura goes with him, and I think Rick will tell him to go back because at this point, Dwight listens to Rick. If he tells him that the Saviors will attack, he's going to go back to control them. Because if he doesn't do that, I'm expecting that the Saviors and the Whispers are going to work together against the communities. That's going to be a disaster if that actually happens, because most of the Saviors are actually fighters. Most of them are. Probably most or all of the Whispers are fighters as well, so they're all prepared. And most of the communities, like Hilltop, Alexandria, the Kingdom, most of them are not fighters. They're just random people, and they will be fighters once they start the military and everything, but for right now, they're not fighters. So, like I said, I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm expecting Rick to tell Dwight to go back. And I'm expecting to Negan be incorporated into the story once again, because after he gave his advice to Rick, I'm kind of thinking that he's going to be released somehow, and he's going to actually do something, like either go against Rick again, which I doubt, or go against the Whispers. I'm actually expecting either Rick or Negan to be the one to kill Alpha eventually. So hopefully I'm right, because that would be really awesome. Or maybe even Carl, that would be even better, because if he does kill Alpha, at this point Carl would just be one of the best characters currently in the comic. My score is going to be an 8.7 out of 10. Like I said, this isn't a terrible issue. It's pretty good. It's almost a perfect issue for me. I was just expecting more. My expectations were way too high for this one, and that kind of sucks that we didn't get what we were expecting, but it was a great issue. It's always a great issue, every single issue, so definitely expect me to review the rest of the issues. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching!